Hi guys, Piotr here, this is LiteFinance Global YouTube channel. As usual, it's my pleasure to be with you today. We are going to discuss Monero from the medium and long-term perspective. Well, on May 2014, Monero was launched on the crypto exchanges. The value was set at 247 under the first name of the bit Monero. That's the combination of the word money in Esperanto and a bit from the Bitcoin. The coin flopped completely. Fans from the crypto community decided to take over the project and launched Monero with the current name. So, what we've already seen, two big rallies, right? That's the first one during the first bubble. That's the second during the rally April 2021. After the first big rally, we've seen huge dump, and it's not different this time, right? So based on that monthly chart, I would say that the first support or line of the demand been hit this January. As you can see, we are trying to make the rally of that level, but right now we are hitting first possible supply based on the monthly chart, and we are talking about these lower shadows. For example, the lower shadow based on what we've seen in December 2021. So let's place few lines here to have the picture. That's the line number one. Okay, 1 second. Something is incorrect here. Anyway. All right, so that's the first line of the support around 133, and first line of the possible supply around 180. Very tiny range. Let's have a look what we have lower on this monthly chart in case of the downside break. I would say that we should take into the consideration, right, this zone, the consolidation ahead of the breakout in 2021, and midpoint here is around 80. So that's where I see another level of the possible demand based on the monthly chart, right? To the upside, what is important? Important here is this yearly open, all right, around 230. We're trying to rally off, but finally during the January we fall down and consolidating. So the yearly open around 230 is a key level. The next key level based on this monthly chart is around 320. Another one is 440, and if we are going to make this type of the line, the next target is around 550 when it comes to the Monero. Taking into the consideration the current market price, it's like 3x from here. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the history of the Monero. All right. Well, the thing is, there is a quite nice group of the developers, above 200 if I'm not mistaken. The transactions with Monero are very confidential and not traceable. That's the huge problem when it comes to the governments. If you do remember, there was plenty of comments from different governments that okay, crypto is, let's say, not that bad, but if we are talking about the anonymous transactions like it's possible with Monero, that's not that great. That's not what they are looking for and they agree with. Anyway, but that's how it looks with Monero, right? The project is 100% decentralized, is scalable because it has no fixed size for the block, right? By default, every Monero transaction hides the send and receive addresses and the amounts proceeds. So that's how the Monero looks like. Let's talk about the weekly chart, where the levels are very close to what we discussed based on the monthly chart. Okay. As you can see, the yearly open over here is quite significant zone, right? Well, that's also December high, and that's the latest weakness. So as I mentioned, if the bulls are gonna be able to take out this level, immediately 320 in play, then probably retest of the latest weakness, yearly open, and further rally towards 420, 440 when it comes to the possible upside. In case bulls are not gonna be able to make the move, the downside towards 80 and then stops down towards 30 could be in place. Well, I would also monitor not only yearly open but this trend line, right? Because if we are going to go that way, retest could looks like this. Okay, so in that case, as long as we are above 120, I'm bullish. Below 120, it might open 80, so quite significant 25% drop possible. But as of now, above 120, I'm quite bullish when it comes to the Monero. All right. So that's how the things looks like on a weekly chart. Let's have a look what we have when it comes to the daily chart. All right, let's have a look what we have here. Well, it looks a little bit better right now. Why? Let me explain you. These lows around 180, all right, after the downside break in January, all right, we're trying to regain, we're trying to come back, we are trying to hold these levels for now. So if overall market sentiment when it comes to the crypto is going to be positive, I strongly believe that we should see a rally and test of the yearly open. It's also huge. We discussed it on the monthly, we discussed that on the weekly, but it's clearly visible also here on a daily chart. So 230, 240 is a key significant supply level. If we are going to take out this level, the bright future when it comes to the bulls, of course, we have to remember that as long as the supply holds here, everything can happen. Guys, overall, I'm bullish. I think that long term we are going to make the new high towards 550 and beyond. Short term, cannot rule it out, break of 120 down to 80, all right? And that's my the biggest concern here, that 120 level. Do your own research, guys. Do your own homework, all right? Stay safe. It was my pleasure to be with you. See you around. Take care and goodbye.